Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this page from World of Flowers by Johanna Basford using the Schpirerr Farben Pencils. One day I'll say it without giggling, but there we go. We have got this one to do today. Now this looks a bit like it could be, well, I don't know actually. No, I've got no idea. Anyway, I am going to do it in a sort of peachy tones. There are some really pretty colours. Maybe I use them for that one actually. No, I'm just going to check. That one, was that number 3? No, I didn't. That's okay then. So we're going to start with not that one. Not with the one I filled out. This is called Champagne, which is an interesting name for a colour that's that. And we're going to start the petals. I want these to be a bit lighter. I know it's a bit similar to that, but the background will come and so it won't then look similar. I'm going to just sort of fade it up. I don't know what to do with this line and these dots, so I'm just going to put this colour down first and then have a think about it really. It's nothing like being planned. I know some people spend a really long time picking a picture and then a really long time planning what they're doing. You can see I don't do that. I just want to get on with it. But I do spend a bit of time planning pictures for my videos and what pencils I'm using, because I think about what I've used and what I haven't used for a while, and I sort of think, oh, you might have bought a set because I had them, and then you might be a bit annoyed that I'm not using them for videos and things like that. But I do tend to use the pencils that suit the page a little bit. So if it's a really detailed page, then I will use a pencil that I know I can sharpen to a fine point without it risking it breaking, so that then I can do all those details. I wouldn't use Prismacolor, for example, or Artex pencils on a page with lots of teeny weeny details. I would be more likely to use a Staedtler or a Black Widow, something, or Polychromo, something like that, you know. But then if there's a page with a huge amount of background that needs colouring and I want to do that in pencil, you know, often I would do that in pastel, then I might use a I'm going to use this colour. What's this colour? The peach. I'm going to use the peach next for the sort of details in the middle. Yes, so then if there's a lot of background and I want to do it in pencil, I would use a Derwent drawing pencil or Prismacolor, something like that. But yeah, often I would use a soft pastel. I'm going to fill that in. With this one, I'm going to do a few layers. It looks a little bit darker. It looks quite orange, doesn't it? But it's quite a nice colour. I wouldn't call that peach. I'd call this one behind peach, but it doesn't matter. Now the edge and the dots, what am I going to do with that? What have we got going on? We could go orangey or we could go pinky. We've sort of got a choice really. I think the flamingo pink, is that it? Yeah, it's going to work better because this is a sort of orangey pink. Might be what we used over there. Not sure, doesn't matter. So I'm going to use it for the dots first. And then think about whether I actually want to colour the edges of those flowers in a different colour. I don't know if I do. I've got an idea, something a little bit different. What I'm going to do is, rather than colour it in, I'm going to colour underneath and along like this. I know it isn't drawn as a space to fill in, but I'm just going to do that. You can choose to do it in a different way if you want. I just fancy doing something a bit different. I think that looks quite pretty, but yeah. As I say, a little bit different. It's good to do different, isn't it? Now we've got the other little bit on this. I think I'm going to treat as a leaf. I think they're leaves, and then I shall do the same colour with the bit around the outside. So what colour shall we pick? I think the olive green might work. It's quite dark. Where are you? Olive green. I can't find it. It's hiding. I can't find it at all. Am I just going completely mad? Green. Oh, I know what it is. I haven't pulled out all the trays of pencils again. That's what it is. I always think there's only 3 trays of pencils and there's 4. There it is, olive green. My brain was going, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh dear. Right, so with this one, it is quite dark. So I'm not going to layer it down too much because I don't want it really overpowering. Let's just make it a little bit light, darker in here than here, but not too many layers. I don't want it, as I say, overpowering because the peach is quite a delicate colour. I just want it to sort of sit nicely with it. Oh, I've got to think of a background colour. Oh. Little cry of fear. Oh. Oh dear, I shall think of something. What are we going to do? I was thinking a cream might look nice, but I don't think we've got a colour called cream, but it's not. It's peach. So, or maybe the wheat. I think, yeah, I'm going to do the wheat. Oh, we need to do these. The wheat is a pale yellow. We'll do that. See if we can get it to work. Yellow's a bit. Oh, now I'm going down here. Sorry. We will finish that one. I'm just keeping you on your toes. We will do yellow can be a little bit tricky because it's hard to see. So when you put it down as a background, for example, well, anywhere, you can't always tell whether it's yellow or white paper. So I find that a little bit tricky. There we go. But we're going to give it a go. Just got to move this tray of pencils out my way. So the wheat, it is quite pale. I might decide to go over with a little of something else, but we'll try this. So you can see it's slightly, I think it's slightly browny yellow tone. Oh, it's the pigment isn't particularly well mixed and it's giving me orange stripes. Can you see that there? Yeah, I have that. I find that happens in polychromos, happens in castles, and I know that someone, Colour with Claire, found it happened in one of her Caran d'Ache pencils, which she found quite surprising. It was the Illuminance pencil did it, and so, you know, it does happen, but it is annoying. It can spoil your picture, but I'm not going to worry about it. But I've never had it with a polychromo, or yeah, I can't think of any others that I haven't had it with. Polychromo is just, you know, superior. But this colour is very nice. It's working very well, I think. It's layering up nicely. I thought it was really pale, but it's layering up nicely so I can get it a bit dark on the edges, which I'm enjoying. It gives a nice sort of glowy-ish feel without being brash, and I think it goes. I mean, I don't think you could put a bright yellow with this. I wouldn't, anyway. But I think this just works, being a sort of more creamy colour. Now with these, you can try and erase them, these sort of orangey streaks, but they don't always erase very well. They're very bright, and they all seem to just push their way into the paper, so you can't get rid of them. But anyway, I am done with that one. That was fun. I kept it quite simple in the end. They aren't taking too long, these. I could have put them all together as one video, but I'm quite glad I haven't, because I just feel like it's nice to sometimes have a little bit longer to spend on each one. You know, you can pause the video, you can take a bit longer, you can make your gradient of colour look much neater than mine, that sort of thing if you want to, that sort of thing. I do think they might benefit from a few white dots, but I haven't tested these. I'm going to go and do that actually while I drink my coffee. I'm going to put some white pen dots on top of my swatch chart and see whether these bleed into white pen, because I haven't tried that yet. I'll report back in the next video. But thank you for watching today. I hope you have a super day and happy colouring.